Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Matt, I am the American-Canadian Gamer, and welcome to your daily live commentaries. Here today we're going to be playing some Call of Duty Ghosts, and this loadout was suggested to be used in my last video by the King of Midgard himself. And this loadout is using the primary weapon, the chainsaw, with a muzzle brake and armor-piercing rounds, which will make it really good at longer distances, especially through thin cover. With a secondary Mark 32 grenade launcher, fires 2 sticky grenades in really rapid succession, which I've never used this weapon. I just had to unlock it for this loadout, so I'm kind of anxious to give it a try. I'd like to see how it works out. I don't know anything about its trajectory or how it's actually used, but I'd like to give it a shot and see just how effective it is, because most people tend to run sitrep over top of flak jacket, so I think it would be a bit more effective than you would expect, especially since you don't see a lot of people running lethal grenades. You don't really see a lot of flak jacket. Then the perks, pretty solid build of perks. Sleight of hand, blind eye, recon, scavenger, ICU, and gambler. Pretty solid selection of perks, pretty well rounded, lets you do a few different things. I like that there's recon to let me take advantage of the Mark 32, and blind eye will be pretty good for, well, enemy air support mostly, is what I'm worried about most of all. But pretty standard, pretty solid, well-built, rounded perks. Sorry, I completely lost my train of words there. And for the strike package support, it was supposed to be ballistic vest, squad mate, and Odin, but I didn't have enough squad points to unlock all of those. It would have been another 27 points to get all of those. I apologize, but I couldn't do the strike package, so I went with SATCOM, ballistic vests, and Oracle, my standard support loadout. I just don't have the points to unlock everything. I apologize, but the rest of the loadout is there, and that's the meat of the loadout, and that's what we're going to see. So, let's go ahead and hop into some team deathmatch, and I'll see you when the match begins. Okay, here we are on Overlord, a pretty solid map for this loadout. I think it's going to do pretty good. I'm going to be able to take up positions and kind of hold little positions or move around the map slowly. I think it's going to work out pretty well. It's a pretty good LMG map. Maybe not as good for the chainsaw as other LMGs because you can't aim down the sights, but we'll see how it works out. And also the tight corridors will let me make good use of the Mark 32, which isn't really an instant kill weapon, but, you know, you stick somebody, and they eventually go down. Which, wait, double kill? Oh, that's awesome! I got a double kill right off the bat. I like the Mark 32 already. There are guys just over here. You can see them on the markers on the radar. Up on the mini-map. Oh, there's 3 of them in there. Okay. You know what? Just for fun. Just for fun. That's not going to go anywhere. We're just going to launch them. There we go. Oh, it only has those 6 rounds. Oh, I didn't see that you didn't have any rounds to reload with. Okay, that makes a little more sense. I think it would be too much to give a loadout weapon that has that kind of power the ability to have that many rounds available to it, and also it doesn't resupply from scavenger. Okay, then. There was a guy in here. No idea where he ran off to. Alright, let's see if there's anybody up here before I reload. Last thing I want to do is get caught in a reload.
Friendly SATCOM active.
Pop the SATCOM. I was talking by accident into the chat. Let's move about our business. What's up? That was unfortunate for you. I was just off to your side. Something else I wanted to talk about. I actually don't know if I talked about it already, but I'm going to talk about it again if I haven't. They actually implemented the FOV slider they were going to add. They actually did it in a very, very good manner of time. I'm very kind of impressed with them, although at the same time I'm disappointed that the slider only goes up to 80. 90 is considered a solid minimum for PC for a lot of people because monitor sizes vary, and with larger monitors you want a higher FOV to make you feel a little bit better. But yeah, 90 is just considered a standard minimum. 90 is considered just really good to have. Like, even games that only go up to 90 are acceptable for a large majority of the PC gaming community. So why they didn't make it just go up to 90, I have no idea. I'm glad it's there. I'm more comfortable playing the game, but I'm disappointed that it is a little more limited than I would have liked it to be. Just a little. Oh, I'm still out of ammo for that. I'm still alive since I fired all those shots. Wow, I've actually survived. He says just before he gets shot. which didn't happen. Sweet. Usually whenever I say something like that, I usually end up getting slaughtered immediately after, and then it's just kind of embarrassing and like, well, I had to say something. Although, getting slaughtered would mean I'd have to run into enemies, which isn't happening, because they're all over on the other side. I think he just spawned there. Just the way he was looking around and standing still for a second, I think he just spawned there, with me off to his side. I think that just happened. Who killed you? That's what I want to know. Who did that to you? Oh, there was a guy over there I was going to try and stick with a grenade. I'm going to try and stick people for a couple rounds. It's probably going to get me killed, but I'm going to give it a shot. I'm kind of excited to try and use this after that early game double kill. So let's give it a shot. Oh, there's one. Man, those take a while to go off. There's two. There we go. Okay, I'm kind of liking this Mark 32. Let's stick with this for a minute. Let's do this. The King of Midgard truly knows his weaponry. As I miss. Twice. Thrice. And ignore the fact that I just used the word thrice. And despite laying all that fire into that smoke, only like, what, one, maybe two of those rounds hit the person and they took me down? Oh, well, that's kind of the gamble you take with a chainsaw. Like, it's a powerful weapon and it's really effective, but it's very inconsistent because of... I hope that dog dies. Thank you. It's very inconsistent because it's not, you know, you can't aim down sights with it, so you really have to rely on hip spread to land your target, and you can kind of maximize how effective that is with steady aim and aiming the weapon, but overall, you really are kind of at the mercy to it. Oh, taken down with the Mark 32. That is kind of a weapon that's a little more powerful than it should be. Like, the counter to that's Flak Jacket. The counter to that is Flak Jacket. But like I said before, because people don't really use explosives a lot, the explosive that you see the most is the IED. People tend to run sit rep instead of... Oh, I have ballistic vests. Somebody was probably yelling at their monitor about that. People tend to run sit rep instead of Flak Jacket, which means that they're not protected. They just see things like IEDs more. So you really can take advantage of that by utilizing explosive weaponry. You don't really see people with Flak Jacket a lot in Team Deathmatch. Now in scenarios, I'm going to see if I can hit him. No, I'm not going to hit him. In situations like, oh, you know, objective-based game types, I can't even think, just bomb game types, sabotage, whatever, diffuse, go with the Counter-Strike term. You have people with Flak Jacket and other defensive perks for defending the objectives, and when they're planting bombs and stuff, they're a bit more vulnerable, so they need that extra defense. But in Team Deathmatch, you don't see that nearly as much. Let's pop out the Mark 32 again. Let's pop this puppy out and pop some people with it. Ah, that's a shame none of those got anything. That's okay, though. I'm not too awful concerned with it, because I still got a gun. A gun that can barely hit anything. I had to take the shot. I mean, I saw him over there in the distance. I had to take the shot. Let's go ahead and just move in here. Since I have the ballistic vest, I should be able to tank a couple more shots, which should let me kill whoever I come across a little more efficiently, unless it is an IED, ladies and gentlemen. The dumbest thing ever added to this game in the entire series. And I mean that. Oh, was that a stick? That was a stick! Oh, that's awesome. And then I completely whiffed it there when the guy was right in front of me. I love this thing. I absolutely love this thing. It's awesome. It is absolutely awesome. It is a little more powerful than it should be. I really don't like that it fires 2 grenades. It should maybe fire them one at a time at a much slower interval. But, yeah, it's a fun weapon. I will give it that. It is really, really fun. No idea what I just did. I apparently hit the guy through the wall. So, you know, that's good enough for me. Oh, I have another sit rep.
SATCOM active.
Get 1 kill with secondary weapon. I can try for that field order. Nope. Nope, I got knifed. I got knifed, and now they destroyed my SATCOM. Popping out the Mark 32 again. Forget the chainsaw. I'll use it after I use up rounds in the Mark 32 and get killed because I'm trying to use it. Like, I guess that is the one balancing factor, is the grenades don't detonate on impact, so people do have time to kill you, and if you don't stick, then the kill isn't guaranteed. I did destroy a SATCOM, though, so I'm proud of that. What is that? Earn 1 kill with melee. But there is a Trinity rocket coming in, so I'm going to hang back for a second. Alright, let's move out of here. I've been spotted. They know I'm up here.
Care package waiting.
There we go. Care package is ready. Let's get to a safe location and use it. And my ballistic vests. So I can pop down some vests. I can call in the care package. Life is just going my way right now. Oh, and then it ends before I can call it in. We lost. I was 20-12. I did pretty good. I did my part. GG. I'm happy with how that went. That was a pretty good round. I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it too. King of Midgard knew what he was talking about. That match went really well. So once again, leave me a loadout to use in the comment section. Once again, the most detailed loadout will be the one that I select, and if there are 2 loadouts that are fully detailed, then I will, whatchamacallit, I will choose the one that has the most thumbs up, and if they both have equal thumbs up, then I'll flip a coin. So, as always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. My name is Matt, and I'll see you next time, because the intelligence is mine.